Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is now my 6th time trying to record this video. Welcome to the Weekly Punt 2024 season, week 1. Let's get right into it. I'm gonna remember to hit F10 this time so I can switch it and you can see the fucking slideshow. I've done that twice now, and I've had other issues the other 5 times trying to record this fucking video. God help me. Here we go. Big news. It's been a busy off season even since the last 2 or 3 weeks since I posted the season 2 announcement video. Let's talk about some things. Brandon Ayuk finally gets that big contract that he's been bitching and moaning about for the past ever since they won the Super Bowl back in February. 4-year, $120 million. I believe that puts him on par with Amon-Ra St. Brown, which is roughly where I'd rate him. That's a good contract for the 49ers. I really thought Brandon Ayuk wanted to be the highest paid receiver in the league. Luckily for the Niners, they did not have to pay him that type of money. Also in the Niners wide receiver room, fucking Ricky Pearsall got shot. That's pretty weird. The story goes, apparently he was at the mall with his Rolex on. 2 men then tried to rob him for said Rolex. Ricky Pearsall then gets shot in the chest, takes the gun out of the robber's hands, and then injures the robbers with their own fucking gun. Ricky Pearsall walks out of the mall under his own power and just holding a fucking t-shirt to his chest, like no help at all. He wasn't on a stretcher. Ricky Pearsall's a dog. That's an insane story. More wide receiver news. Unfortunately, Jamar Chase has been sitting out. He is still sitting out. As of today, actually, as of fucking 2 hours ago, he was spotted at practice for the Bengals. Kind of still up in the air if he is going to be playing week 1 or not. I don't think it'll be an issue for the Bengals against the Patriots. We'll get onto that later on in the video. Bo Nix becomes the quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Congratulations to Bo Nix. He had a great preseason. He had a great camp. I don't think he was favored to be the starter for very long until he had that great preseason and that great camp. Just a good story of a guy playing himself into the starting role. All right, preseason predictions. Here we're gonna go. Here we go. Blah, 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 blah. Here we go. We're gonna talk about just general predictions for the season. Starting off with the Super Bowl winner. Can you guess who I'm gonna pick? It's the Bengals. Of course it is. Best team in the AFC. Healthy Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. We have a very deep wide receiver room to kind of replace Tyler Boyd. The defense has added some fantastic pieces from last year. A lot of veteran pieces as well. Safety should be 10 million times better. Linebackers are always solid. Defensive line, always fantastic. Worst team in the league. On the complete opposite end of the Bengals, we have the New England Patriots. Patriots have nothing going for them. They're starting Jacoby Brissett in week 1, for God's sakes. On the offensive side of the ball, terrible offensive line. Absolutely no receivers. Defensive side of the ball, they were decent last year. They were pretty good. However, they lost Matthew Judon, which is the 50% of the reason that defense was good. Brand new head coach in year 1 as well. I just don't think anything is going to go well for the Patriots this year. MVP, can you guess who I'm going to pick? Can you guess? It's not Joe Burrow, it's CJ Stroud. A little bit of a dark horse candidate for the MVP right here. I believe he has the 5th best odds as of right now. He had a fantastic rookie season. I believe that he is going to only build on that. He's in a much better position than he was last year. Joe Mixon and Stephon Diggs, great additions for the Texans. CJ Stroud is that the Texans are in win now mode, and they should be because CJ Stroud has the capabilities to win a Super Bowl already. All right, let's talk about this is my personal award, the TWPPOTY. Can you guess what that stands for? Can you? Nope. The Weekly Punter of the Year. I know. I paused for all the applause of the TWPPOTY. Very prestigious award. We're gonna go with Bryce Behringer as the preseason favorite. Who the fuck is Bryce Behringer? I didn't even know until I started researching for this award. It's the Patriots punter. Purely the entire reason why he's the favorite for my own award is because the Patriots are going to be punting the ball a lot this year. Congratulations to Bryce Behringer. You're the preseason favorite for the TWPPOTY, the first one ever. All right, there are season predictions. Let's go ahead and get into the week 1 predictions. I'm recording this on Wednesday, September 4th, so the season officially starts tomorrow night, September 5th. We have Baltimore Ravens at the Kansas City Chiefs. I believe the Ravens get the win in the season opener. Kansas City is kind of getting off of that Super Bowl win. I believe they will be a little bit struggling on offense. especially early on in the year, I think the Ravens' reliance on the run is going to benefit them greatly. The Kansas City Chiefs has a very a very, how do you say it, a very complicated passing attack. So installing it into the minds of all the rookies and the new guys on the offense, it's just easier to do it for the run than the pass. I believe in the Baltimore Ravens getting the win in Week 1. We have the Brazilian game on Friday night, going with the Packers over the Eagles. I don't like Jalen Hurts. I don't like that offense. Without Jason Kelsey, without, you know, I don't know. The whole the entire Eagles' big offseason move was signing Saquon Barkley, who hasn't been elite in the past like 5 years. Jordan Love and the Packers were solid all of last year. I think they're just going to build on that and have an even better year this year. Starting off on the 12 hours of football on Sunday, Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons. Going with the Falcons, Kirk Cousins is going to be big for them. Finally having a competent play caller is going to be good for them. Pittsburgh Steelers are ass. Moving on, the Cardinals and the Bills. Going with the Bills. Even though the Bills lost all of their wide receivers in free agency into trades this year, I believe Keon Coleman is the perfect draft pick to replace those guys, be a nice wide receiver one for Josh Allen. The Cardinals are the Cardinals. I don't need to say much. Titans Bears, I believe in the Chicago Bears. If Caleb Williams does pull off this win, I believe he will be the first rookie quarterback to win his first start since David Carr back in 2002 for the Texans. The Bears have had an amazing offseason. If Caleb Williams can come in and produce right away, the Bears are going to look like one of the best teams in the NFC. Believe they have a real chance at the playoffs this year. And the Titans, good secondary, shit, everything else. I don't need to talk about them. Bengals, Patriots. Can you? I mean, you saw on the last little slide. I picked the Bengals to win the Super Bowl. I picked the Patriots to be the worst team in the league. You could have seen this one coming. I'm a little biased, but you know. Texans Colts, nice little rematch of the Week 17 kind of play, win and get in scenario to get into the playoffs last year. Going with the Colts, even though I picked CJ Stroud to be my MVP this year, I think the Texans will have a little bit of a struggle off the line. Anthony Richardson has been had a very impressive rookie year until he got hurt. Now he is like he's coming back, he's stronger. I think Anthony Richardson takes a big step up in year 2, and the Colts are real contenders for the AFC South over the Houston Texans. Ooh, Dolphins versus Jaguars. I'm going to go ahead and go with the Miami Dolphins. They always start off really well. You look to 2 years ago, last year, the fucking 500 yards, 5 touchdowns each time for Tua. It's insane. Jaguars are just always on the higher end of mediocre every year with Trevor Lawrence. It's just unfortunate. They need to help him out. Carolina Panthers versus the New Orleans Saints. This is going to be the worst game of Sunday, the worst game of Week 1. These are the second and third worst teams in the league, in my opinion. Going to go with the Carolina Panthers. The New Orleans Saints are awful. They paid Derek Carr all this money, and he forgot how to play football. I think Bryce Young will actually have a decent year too. The offensive line still needs a lot of help, but he has some more wide receivers to try and get open in the 2 seconds that Bryce Young has to throw the ball. Vikings versus Giants is actually a very interesting matchup for me. I would love to see how Sam Darnold and Justin Jefferson play, as well as Daniel Jones and Malik Neighbors. This kind of turns into a battle of elite, really good wide receiver versus their own mediocre, terrible quarterback. I'm going to go with the Vikings in Week 1. I think Justin Jefferson is more established and knows how to play with bad quarterbacks, whereas Malik Neighbors is a rookie. Not really going to be a good look, even though I still do believe in Daniel Jones. Book it right now. Daniel Jones, comeback player of the year. Don't book that. Raiders, Chargers, going with a little upset pick in the Raiders here. Chargers, no weapons. If Quentin Johnston can finally figure out how to play like he did at TCU again, it's going to be a great year. But the Raiders, I like the Gardner Minshew signing. I think it's going to be great for them. Broncos for Seattle, going with Seattle. I don't like Seattle. I don't like the Broncos. However, there is that stat: rookie quarterbacks in their first ever start haven't won since 2002. Dallas versus Cleveland. Going with Dallas. I don't like Deshaun Watson. I don't like anything about this Cleveland team other than their secondary. I personally don't like them because they lock up my fucking Bengals every year. But it's the only good thing about their team. And Myles Garrett, I guess. It's the defense. The Browns' defense and the offensive line versus bad receivers besides Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson. Going with Dallas in that one. We have the Commanders versus the Bucks, going with the Bucks. Same logic as the Seahawks pick here. Bucks were very solid. Their defense has been great for the past couple of years, and it's a rookie quarterback in his first ever start. Haven't won since 2002. All right, Rams versus Detroit. Go to a little rematch of the wild card round, I believe, of last year. Going with the Lions. The Lions are my pick to win the NFC. I believe they're going to win it over the 49ers. It's going to be a Bengals-Lions Super Bowl. Bengals are going to win by 70. It's going to be a whole thing. Finishing out the week 1 on Monday, we have the New York Jets versus the San Francisco 49ers. Going with the Niners. Aaron Rodgers is going to tear his other Achilles only 4 snaps into this year. It's going to be crazy. I'm just kidding. But he's a 42-year-old quarterback coming off of a full-blown Achilles tear. I don't expect anything special out of Aaron Rodgers. The Jets should be decent, and they have a real chance to win the AFC East. It's wide open this year. However, the San Francisco 49ers are the most complete team in football, I believe. They don't really have any weaknesses. Every position, they have a top 5 guy. Oh my goodness, there we go. I swear to God, if I stop this recording and I watch this video back and I fucked something else up and I have to record it for a 7th time, I'm gonna blow up my own goddamn house. That is all. Thank you for watching 2024 Weekly Punt Week 1. Football's back. Life is better. Everything's amazing. The air tastes better. Like, it's just a beautiful time to be alive. Thank y'all for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day.